was colder than I was expecting last night. And I only brought this hoodie for warmth. Thankfully, my sleeping bag was nice and warm. Should be a good day. I'm gonna go pee. Crazy how she just instantly has energy. So we are back on the trail again. Finally, it looks like we're about to get some sunshine, which is good because it was a lot colder on this trip than I was expecting. So got some free time. And originally I was planning to go to the Road Beach Sport run, which is meant to be really, really nice, and I've never done it before. But the weather is garbo. So instead, we've went up north. We're now up in Warren Gorge. From here, we're going to go over to Coffin Bay. And hopefully by then the wind's died down, it's warmed up a little bit. It's all going to be lovely. If not, well, at worst, it'll just be windy, which is fine. Where'd you go? What are you doing down there? I think the time has come. We can now remove the hoodie. And I might put on sunscreen too, because knowing me, I'll get burnt. Oh, can you go up? Can you do it? Need help?
Can we do it?
Now, the main goal of today is, as mentioned, driving to the beach, which will take about 5 hours or so. But we've got a few side quests to do on the way in between. Toilet paper, we need that. Also need oil. I cooked on the pan, as you saw this morning, and I had no oil, so it is non-stick, but I'm sure stuff will stick. Got to get a few other little bits and pieces too. And then, yeah, the main thing is driving out there. Should be a cushy drive. It's all pretty flat, pretty uneventful. That is impressive. Something managed to poop on that stump perfectly. That takes some skill. I'm impressed. Right. Let's back up camp. Oh. So. Thank you for your licks, I needed that. We're all packed up, ready to go. Make our way to Coffs Harbour, about 5 hour drive as mentioned. I think it's about 5.5 actually. But it's gonna take longer because we need to stop, so we'll take our time. The weather, as mentioned, is gonna be pretty there. I've gotta fix that parking sensor, man, it drives me insane. Sorry. It's, the weather's gonna be so it's no dramas if we arrive super late. It's probably preferable. So we'll drive take our time. I'll check on the map to see if there's anything interesting along the way. I haven't really scouted out. The big reason for this trip is for me to test this gear because I'm going to go on another trip, not as far, strangely enough, but for longer with some of my mates, and I just want to make sure that I've got all the gear I need. Everything's okay, everything's happy. We're happy with the setup. I don't know what that rattling is. Oh, it's my pot. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everything was plumb and nice. And so yeah, I thought I had a bit of free time. I'll go, I'll try and do a trip by myself with Satine. And I've been hankering to go to the beach. So, and I'm sure Satine has been as well because she absolutely loves it. We used to work up in Townsville and Darwin and just sort of warmer weather all year round. And although you had to be wary of crocs and stuff like that, we used to go to the beach all the time, and she absolutely adored it. So I think she's going to be super excited when she does see it. But yeah, now we'll just put the hammer down, chill out. I won't put the hammer down actually, as I said, I'm going to take my time. So we'll chill out, enjoy the scenery, put on a book. Currently listen to Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn series. I'm up to book 5, I think. I think it's 5 if you don't include the little backstory of lore. So I think it's book 6. But yeah, let's keep going and enjoy the beauty of the Australian outback. Alright, we have filled up. We're leaving Kimber now. We're going to a place called, I don't know how to pronounce it, I think it's Anatachi or something Atichi, something like that. We'll find out when I'm there. I'm sure there'll be a little plaque on how to pronounce it. It's this rock that's out of the ground. You'll also notice that that's not near Coffin Bay. And yes, I'm going there primarily to slow me down to, you know, hold up when I get to this windy, or what I assume is going to be windy beach. But the real reason I'm going there isn't for a massive delay. It's because for some unknown reason, this country has a perversion against animals, specifically dogs. I should say a perversion against pets because they like animals, they don't like pets. So for whatever reason, Satine here is considered a biohazard, so we can't go into national parks. This car isn't. I can go in with this car, but my dog no. And I think it's rather peculiar that anyone with their gas, diesel guzzling, oil leaking, four-wheel drive that wrecks terrain can go in, camp, have fires, shit out their Maccas, drip piss out their monsters. No dramas. No dramas. A dog? Oh! Can't do that. Can't do that. And you get big fines for it too. So rather than getting a big fine for it and risking it, we're just not going to do it. So instead of driving all this way only to grumble and look from a distance at one of the beaches I cannot visit for reasons that I don't really understand, we are going to go a few hours north of Coffin Bay to one of the few scenic beaches that actually allow dogs. Oh, and the rock was a bust. I couldn't get in. He's actually experienced four-wheel drive, mate. I'm gonna have to deflate the tyres. That sucked. Oh, what the fuck? They don't want you. I was under the impression it was like the only beach thing on the Eyre Peninsula that has like camping and stuff like that. It's not. No dog access. God, that. Alright, so, is it what's apparently another dog-friendly beach spot. It's an hour that way, down south. And And that's paid camping, whereas this wasn't. So that kind of sucks. And there's likely to be more people there, which could be a good thing. Who knows? Anyway, let's keep driving. What did that sign say? Oh, dogs are allowed! Oh my god! Can you see that? Dogs are allowed. Oh my god. Vehicles not permitted on the beach. What the f? So, I've gotten over my cranky spell from yesterday after finding this campsite, which has turned out to be it might be pretty good. It might be one to remember, to be honest. And the big reason is because of that is, unfortunately, we can't drive on the beach, but both north and south, there are some tracks, which is what we are going to explore. We're going to go quite low. We're going to go down to like 16 psi. Oh, perfect. So yes, we're going to deflate the tyres. We're going to go check out the north track first because that one's the one that looks the easiest, which, given that I've never taken this on sand dunes and I've got limited experience with this car off-road, I figured that'd be the wisest thing to do. Let's try the easier one first, and then we'll go to the south track, see what that's like, and just do some exploring around here and test this out now that that's, nearly fully set up. I've been writing a list on all the things I still want to do to it, but thankfully it's all small little niggly bits. So we'll deflate these tyres and then go for a drive. Might need to go to the toilet first. A bit crooked. There we go. Now that I'm a few kilos lighter, let's go exploring. Well, we can't go any further that way. We all see that dune, right? The north track, sorry, the south track, we're on the north track. Looked like it had even more dunes and stuff to explore. So I think this would be a good test because this one doesn't look as soft. He says that as he starts sinking. It doesn't look as soft as the other side. going. Turns out you should take the right line to begin with. We are stuck on the side of a hill. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I got stuck a lot, like everywhere and constantly. And although not all of it was my fault, a lot of these tracks just were dead-ended and you weren't able to do a U-turn easily. You had to do a three-pointer in this sand, which sucked. A good portion of the time was because of my own incompetence. But let it be known, I never once had to dig myself out or use recovery boards. So I ask you, was I ever really stuck? All right, where to next? Oh, we're slowing down quite a lot. Got bogged again. This doesn't look as promising for a run up because it's all sand. Strangely enough, I seem to do significantly better in reverse. I don't know why that is. Maybe something to do with weight distribution. This might be a problem. Right, I'm going to deflate the tyres more. It's looking grim, isn't it? I've still got to get up that big hill that I came down as well. That's gonna suck. No, don't brake too hard. I need to get the camera! Gotta be quick, battery life is precious. Then bring a charger.
1, 2, 3,
oh, how big was that one? That is where we want to go. This is unique. I haven't experienced this. I've never driven on sand dunes before. We don't have any close to Adelaide. This is sort of the closest to where they are. It's really cool. I can see what people mean when they say like, oh, it's hard to judge the crests and everything because like, you can't see. Like you get to the top and you're like, is this a cliff? Like if you look at that one over there, it looks like a cliff. Anyway, let's give it some.
3, 2, 1.
I'm fascinated by the dunes, I'm sorry. But isn't it weird too that just all of a sudden it just stops? But there's no more dune. It just drops off. Give it up! Oh, you got sand everywhere. You really have gotten sand everywhere. That was interesting. I don't know how well that picked up, but that was meant to be a beautiful me going over the dunes, and I was gonna come back and get you. You wouldn't see the come back and get you bit, and yeah, you know the whole like dunes are deceiving. I thought I'd been pretty switched on at this point. No. I let my concentration lax. Drove down this hill and it's a ditch. Thank God it's sand. I've dug out a massive hole. I'm sure none of that comes off on camera. Just make sure I haven't damaged anything because it was whoa. That's not great. I'm an idiot. Since when did that interfere? So there's like the sand, right? You can see the sand. But then there's this. See if you can hear it. Oh, I didn't do it that time. But the panel gap's awfully tight there, and that's not lined up anymore. Oh, I'm an idiot. And yeah, that's bashed in. The damage is just external. This is what you get when you start focusing on cameras rather than what you're supposed to do. Let's keep doing what we're doing. We're checking the radiator. I'm so upset with myself. I suppose I'm glad the airbags didn't go on. It looks like we got away with it mechanically. I can't see anything leaking. The trans oil cooler, air conditioner, condenser, the radiator, the intercooler doesn't look like it was even hit. All the bash plate underneath is ruined. Mind you, a lot of that was plastic. The front bash plate that came with the bull bar, that's ruined. It's bent in. But I suppose it, in a way it's done its job, which is fine. My biggest concern now is obviously I have to replace those things. No dramas. It probably needed it anyway. My biggest concern now is panel gaps. Like, it's because now I've done this, the panel gaps aren't lining up right. Both driver and passenger. Driver's worse. And how's bash plates and stuff going to connect to it? Is it going to cause me grief? Oh. let's just start it. Back sorted. That was a bit easier than I thought, just a little bit of time consuming. Let's just start it, see if we can hear anything. The big test is going to be as it gets up and down from temperature to see if anything reveals itself. Let's go for a listen. That was one of those side quests you really don't want to go on. Apparently mine was mandatory for the story. Right. We'll start driving. Hopefully we'll shake some of the sand out of it. Alright, it's getting up to temperature alright. Let me just drive up. See, is there anything? No, there's nothing there. Alright, let's get out of here and back to camp. I've had enough adventure for one day. Enough drama, I should say. Holy, I think we made it out. I think we made it out scot-free. Let's check. By golly, I think we've done it. I understand it may not have looked that bad, but God, it felt it. You join me on the road to nowhere else. That is legit what it is called. That is actually the name of this road. A couple of things have happened. So I checked the oil and coolant this morning. We're all fine there. It all looks pretty okay. Actually, I don't think it's as bad as I first thought. What looks like what's happened is the bull bar, as it went into the sand, was pushed up into the fenders of the car, which just pushed the fenders back. The left side's actually not that bad. I could almost leave that forever. The right side's the one that's got a bit more damage to it, and you can really see that it's having issues with panel gaps and stuff like that. Everything still opens and works fine, but yeah. What that actually means though, I don't know, because I tried to wiggle the bull bar and it's not moving at all. So maybe they've got to have, in order to be ADR compliant, it's just some Australian design rules, they have to have some, movement in them. I don't know. Have a look when we get back. But then something else happened this morning. So I got up, I thought I'd try and pump up the tyres and just, because we're going to go on a bit of a drive, we're going to get on bitumen eventually, let's, pump up the tyres just a bit more now, because, I'm down to like 10 PSI in them at the moment. Well, they kept blowing fuses. Now, I underfused the compressor because I just wanted to be safe rather than sorry. And I also didn't know what fusing it would need, and I didn't really try to check or try to figure it out. Unfortunately, I do not have a larger fuse. I did not think to bring a larger fuse because I don't use them anywhere else, which means the tyres are not pumped up. Now, I went to the local roadhouse. They don't have anything. The nearest roadhouses are all an hour away in various directions. So I figured, look, we're on low compression tyres. There's one that was an hour straight north, but that's kind of the wrong way we want to go. There's one that's an hour south, once again the wrong way we want to go. The one that we do want to go to, which I'd already planned to go to fill up, is on a gravel road. So we can go a bit slower, we won't disturb anyone, and it's already good to have lower tyre pressures on a gravel road. It's not going to do as much damage as we could do. So we'll potter along, we'll probably do, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 kilometres an hour away there. I am a bit worried once we get to tarmac what it's going to do, so we'll wait and see, I suppose. Wait and see. Crisis averted. To be honest, I wasn't really that worried. What I've got on this car is some really quite overkill tyres. They're a triple sidewall and they're a light truck tyre, so they're a bit overkill for this car. So I don't think I was really at any risk of anything going wrong. We will have to keep an eye because we've probably got some weird tyre wear now. But no, we stopped in at the lock tyres and mechanical or whatever it is. They were lovely. They let me use their compressor. Unfortunately, they didn't have a fuse large enough to help me out. It turns out I need a 45, well, it's 45 amperage, so I'll get a 50 amp fuse. We've stocked up on a bit more food as well. Had a bit of a bite to eat. Everything's rosy, everything's good. Now we're going to continue driving. A bit more of a chill day. I mean, every day's been a chill day so far, but that's okay. And yeah, should be all good. Brushing my teeth, putting some aloe vera on my toes because I got them sunburned. And every moment I'm not on this chair, she goes for it. Not as cold as it was on the other side of the peninsula, but I don't have a towel. I needed that. A good wash. What a trip this has been. It has been fantastic, absolutely spectacular. And this final camping spot has turned out really, really, really nice. Unfortunately, there is a bit of like litter around. I've picked up as much as I can, but there's some stuck in like the hills, and yeah, it makes it look a bit dirty, a bit crappy. But other than that, it's free and it's a beautiful spot. The ocean's super calm, as you saw me hop in. But this whole setup, this is the whole reason we went on this trip, is to test this, and it is great. It is really, really good. I've never been camping and had such, I don't even know what you call it, organisation and just like convenience. It is so nice. I mean, there's lots that can be improved upon. One is securing it a bit better so it doesn't try to remove all my interior trims. But other than that, it is fantastic. I absolutely love the whole setup. The whole setup of the car gives me lots of ideas of what I would want to do in the future. There is a few things I want to do here now to change a little bits and pieces. The layout's perfectly fine. I don't want to move anything like that. But could do with additional storage for stuff like toilet paper and maybe some more snacks and things like that. It's been a fantastic setup, and I've had room available in other parts of the car, and I'm not climbing over things and digging things out to get to things that I need. Everything's accessible, which has been fantastic. But now we're finishing up, so this is our last day now, so we'll drive pretty much just straight back home. We're going to shoot off, but it's going to take us a while because we have to wait for that thing to be clean. So we'll chill out, take our time, get home, and maybe see what damage I've done to the car. I'm so lucky. The radiator is like, it is cracked, but like not where the fluid is, just the frame is. It is so freaking close to piercing. Like legit, had I went like 1 kilometre an hour faster, I would have pierced it. That's mildly terrifying. A good reason to upgrade. The rest of it looks all pretty alright, thankfully. The bash plates are absolutely ruined. This one here, I mean, that's only thin metal. I mean, both of them kind of are kind of thin, but this one's even thinner. That's all twisted and bent. That one's meant to be flat down there. It's not flat anymore. I am so lucky. I do need to buy a radiator now though, because that I don't have confidence in. Get some bash plates too, I reckon. We love you, Simon. You better be grateful for these shots. My breakfast is getting cold.